Can you hear me? Is it too loud? When I rehearse, they think I'm too loud. I want to tell you what a privilege, honor, and blessing it is to be finally in Missouri. And with this incredibly poetic collection of young people that I've been most fortunate to work with, I now realize something. I know actually two things. One, nobody who is living in the state of Missouri knows why it's called the Show Me State. But more important, as I told them this afternoon, although Missouri lives in the middle of the country, these young artists and the music educators that they work with actually live on the top of the world. I want to express my profound appreciation to Jeff for recklessly and crazily inviting me to come here and cause trouble in Missouri. It's been an incredible adventure. I also want to thank my wonderful friend Brian Sylvie, who has looked after me, and although my wife says you need to keep getting better, there's still a scintilla of diva in me. And he has put up with me. It's too hot in here. And his cohort in crime, Chris, and my good friend Logan, for their fantastic help. I couldn't do this without them, and I do hundreds of these. So I know what this is about. You go to the hotel, you unpack your bag, you cross your fingers, hope the French horns are good, and hope you sleep well at night. And I can say with all honesty, I've never been better looked after than by these wonderful people. So orchestra, I want to hear it from you by your feet for these people. Those of you who are sitting here are parents and family and so on. I just want to tell you that your commitment to music and to music education is a sacred adventure. And we know from neuroscience that oxytocin and dopamine is being fired by the neurotransmitters all the time we do music. Music does make you neurologically brighter. It cures the soul. It gives you a new life of physical health and vitality. And it is the curator of the human spirit. And I want to say to all of you who are teachers, parents, friends, and family of these wonderful students, and all of these unbelievably dedicated music educators who get up every morning and wonder why their friends are buying a Lexus and 3 more cars, etc., while they're trying to figure out where the hell the spats are. So I want to hear it from my orchestra for everybody that's sitting here for the incredible devotion you have to these children and to music education. We live in a culture of speed and din. Everything's fast and loud. If you don't think that's true, go to the mall and go buy an Abercrombie and Fitch store. And you will feel metaphorically an assault rifle in your forehead. And so the idea of playing these old instruments, so difficult, which resist mastery, and all the time it takes, is really an essence experience on the most human level. Because when a child picks up the oboe, he or she begins to define the human character that lives inside. And these people have been such an amazing example of what happens when you get better and better at conquering the machines. So I want to hear just from everybody here, and I'll lead you, an unbelievably profound thank you to the All-State University level Missouri Orchestra. As your program notes indicate, we opened the program with the famous overture of Verdi, the overture to the opera Nebuchadnezzar. Italian version is Nabucco. It was his first big hit. Then we played the very touching Nimrod variation from Elgar's Enigma Variations, one of the most poignant pieces ever written. We now will conclude our concerts with the second and fourth movements of Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 4, a piece that he dedicated to a woman named Madame von Meck, who was a very wealthy dowager who really never met him but supported him his whole life. And he wrote this as a symphony of thank you to her. You know, there's a line in the Godfather movies. Have you seen those movies? Oh, it's not true. Okay. All right. There's a line when the Don says to his friend, I had to kill your friend, but it's not nothing personal, it's just business. I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that what we do, it's not business, it's just personal.